So in my mind, placemaking thinks or looks at the world a bit differently. So it generally requires people to be really open to collaboration, being really open to putting their views to one side and thinking in a really open-minded way of what other people are saying and their views. And so having a curious sort of mind is really helpful, and that inquisitive nature around, well, keep asking the question why, like why, so why do you think that, or why do you say that, is really important. I think the word why should be used a lot more in everything that we do, because you can start to get to the base of a lot of issues. In terms of skill sets, like specific skill sets, I think, communication is really important. Having a bit of a creative streak can be helpful as well, around just you've got a problem, now let's take a step back and look at that problem from a whole bunch of different perspectives is really helpful as well. I think the placemaking industry is really just starting to grow now, and we're starting to see local governments all across the board wanting to invest in placemaking and setting up their own placemaking teams or changing people's positions to become placemaking. And people come at placemaking from a whole bunch of different perspectives. So you don't have to be a planner, you don't have to be an urban designer, you don't have to be a community development officer. Some people come at placemaking from marketing, they come at placemaking from economic development, they come at placemaking from engineering. So it's not as if you need a specific technical skill set necessarily. I think it's more of a mindset around you have to be willing to operate in the grey space between a whole lot of other professions and try to stitch those people together. So to be a placemaker in a local government or as a consultant as well, it's almost like you need to be the glue that can pull together a whole bunch of different people's ideas. And also, I think a really critical aspect of being a successful placemaker is you've always got to be respectful of people and think of people first in a place. So don't jump straight to the transformative solutions around street design, or we need to get a parklet in here, or we just need to run some markets or whatever. You need to really respect the people who live there and have an understanding of their vision and values and their the identity of that place. And so often in a place like Perth, in cities around Australia, the identity of a place isn't necessarily the history of that place. It's not necessarily the attractions that are there or the buildings or the architecture, or it's generally the people. And so if you can get a sense of who those people are, where they've come from, where they're wanting to head to, that'll be it'll put you in good stead for a successful career in placemaking.